All right, problem number 3 is IPv4 address. All right, this sounds fun. All right, an IP address is a numerical label assigned to each device, for example, a printer, a computer, participating in a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. There are 2 versions of the Internet Protocol and thus 2 versions of addresses. One of them is IPv4 addresses. IPv4 addresses are represented in dot decimal notation, which consists of 4 decimal numbers, each ranging from 0 to 255, separated by dots. So given a string, find out if it satisfies the IPv4 address naming rules. Excellent. All right, I love it. So what's the first thing we got to do, right? Well, we got to get this input string that is going to be something that looks like this, and we're going to have to get it into a usable array. So I'm very boring when it comes to things like this. I just call those arrays. It's not very descriptive, but I'm not very creative. Just kidding. But so we're going to split that string at the dots, right? And then if the array.length is not equal to 4, we're going to return false. That should be our first test, right? It consists of 4 decimal numbers, each ranging between 0 and 255. So we got the 4 decimal numbers down with this one, and now we just need to find each range between 0 and 255 based on the string. How do we do that? Well, we iterate over the whole array. So var I is equal to 0, I is less than array.length, I plus plus, if parse int array index I. See, I'm gonna have to do this twice. I'm gonna have to see if it's greater than 0 and if it's less than 255. So since I have to do it twice, I'm just gonna store it in a variable. We'll call it var decimal is equal to parse int array index 0. So if decimal is greater than 0, actually can be equal to 0 too, can't it? So greater than or equal to 0 and decimal is less than or equal to 255, then it's fine. So if it is greater than 255 or if it is less than 0, then we're going to return false. Right? So if we have 256, it'll return false. If we get all the way through that array without ever returning false, then let's return true, because it looks like we're good. Alright, let's run some sample tests. Ooh, I have one too many parentheses from that if statement. Let's fix that. Ooh, did not work again. 254, 316, the output is true. Right here, did an and, it needs to be an or. Let's see, so this, no, see, I don't see how that, no, it would have, yeah, that would have caused it because 316 is not less than 0. So I had an and here, let's make it an or, let's run it again, and we're still not good. Oh gosh, this is not good. I thought this would be a nice easy one to do. Alright, let's delve into this a little bit. Test 2. Alright, 316. I return true. Alright. Oh, right here. You gotta be kidding me. So what I had right here is I was only ever selecting the first part of the array. I want to select the ith part of the array, the ith, yeah, Sometimes you just, and I'm not even doing it right. If it is, okay, this is an interesting one. So I wonder, in this case, what does it take decimal as, right? Nan. Or if decimal is in, then now let's run our tests. Not a number. If it's not a number, you know what, I'm just going to look if the array index I is equal to this. If it's empty, then return false. Oh my gosh, oh no. What are we doing? Oh man. Okay, so this is an error coming in right here. We're actually parsing this 1A string, and dang it. And it parses it and it sees, hey, there's a 1 there, so we'll take a 1, and then it ignores everything after it that doesn't qualify, right? So this could have been a 10A, and it would have parsed it, and it would have been 10. But we don't want it to be anything at all. Are there more tests that I've failed? Here's another one. A 0. What the flam? Not a number. See, we've got this, not a number. So it's really when I come to parse the alright. How can I better parse this integer? How can I better parse this integer? This is really a question. I mean, I don't know if there's anything in the parse int JavaScript function, like maybe, you know, another parameter I could pass it. I could give it a radix. Yeah, but I don't. So parse int, there's a parse float, there's a string. I think when I do number comparisons though, so like if I was just to, let me just play around in the JavaScript console for a second, because you know this is what people do who really enjoy themselves, right? Alright, let's clear out my console of all these errors. Alright, so let's say we've got a string, and that string is equal to 2, but it's a string, right? And then let's say we have a num, and that num is equal to 3. And so then can I do num is equal to string? That's false, that's good. Num is less than string? That's false, which is still good. Is it greater than string? That's true. So now if I changed my string to 2A, is the same thing? No, maybe I don't need this part. Maybe I was just being paranoid. Great. Awesome. I'm still running into the same problem. Is it less than 0? So if my string was, like this example, 1A is string less than 0. False. No. Is string greater than 255? I bet this is where, no. Is string equal to this? Now if the string is not in the range, wait, what am I doing wrong? It's not a number. It's not a number. There's something I'm doing wrong. I mean, I've got it. I've got a good way of comparing things, and I can determine if this is within. So I'm gonna cop out on this, and I'm gonna make a variable for it, right? Res is equal to false, and I'm gonna default to false. And then if it can prove me wrong, then the res is gonna be true. Then this is just going to be res is equal to true, and instead of checking if it's blank or blah 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 blah, I'm just going to check if it is both greater than or equal to 0, and if it's less than or equal to 255, then the res is going to be true. No, I got even less. My output here is true. It needs to be false. Is it greater than 0? And is it less than 255? So let's change my string. It's going to be equal now to 316. This is the one that I was having a problem with earlier. So now, is the string greater than 255? Great. Is it less than or equal to 255? False. So what was I running into a problem with then? This is terrible. Console log array index I. And then, just because, I'm real paranoid about this, let's also just see what these results are. So right now all I'm doing is console logging the number and the result of this logical comparison. True, 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 false, right there. Oh my gosh. Wait. See, okay, so as soon as I do this, okay, I found it. As soon as I do this, I need to break. No, that's not true. As soon as I find something that's false, then I have to break. See, this is a lot longer than I thought it would have been. Because, no, it's not following the string now. I thought I would have fixed this error. It is less than, is it greater than 0? It is greater than 0. And, alright, I guess I've got to add this. And array index I is not equal to this. Look at these lovely logical comparisons here. Look at all of them. Isn't that friggin' beautiful? I apologize. Alright, I've gotten through all of the sample tests. This one problem is taking me 10 minutes. It seems like an easy one. Let's hope. And we got it. Okay. Whew. We had to break out the console for it. Alright, good. Awesome. Well, let's see if the next one will run a little bit smoother.